So the AMEX Gold Card is getting a lot of traction with all those point-savvy travelers out there looking for that card that's going to be the best for their particular situation. Now, coming in at $250 of an annual fee, it does put it at the middle of the pack for travel cards out there. I do really believe that if you utilize this card correctly and you utilize the points and all the statement credits that come along with it, that you can get the full value of that $250 and more on an annual basis. Now, I really do think that this fee can be easily justified if you find the right bonus offer and are able to utilize that. You can be paying for this annual fee for 2-3 years after you get the initial intro offer. Now, like I said earlier, Amex is offering anywhere between 60,000 points and 90,000 points in the first 6 months if you spend anywhere between $3,000 to $4,000. I think this is a very reasonable offer, and if you're just going to their website, you'll probably find the 60,000 point offer, but the best way to get the most points is to find a friend that already has this gold card and get a referral link, because those are often giving out a 90,000 bonus offer when you reach that $4,000 in the first 6 months. Now, don't worry, if you don't have any friends, just do a quick Google search and you're going to find somebody out there that's willing to give you their code, because they also will get some points associated with it when you do meet that criteria and you sign up. So at the minimum, these 60,000 or 90,000 points can equate out to $600 or $900, depending on how you look at it and which bonus offer you receive. I do equate one membership reward point and value that at about 1 cent. Now, there are other ways that you can get more than 1 cent from that, but for our purposes in this video, we're going to go more or less at a 1-to-1 ratio. And we're looking at it that way. If you do get that 90,000 point bonus offer intro, then you will be paying for your card and the annual fee up until your 4th year, which I do think you will make your money back well beyond that. But really, in the end, it's going to come down to, do the benefits of the AMEX Gold Card outweigh all of the annual fees that are associated with it? And in my case, I do think that this is a great option, especially because it comes with 2 great perks along with this card. The first is going to be a statement credit, and there's 2 separate ones that we'll talk about, and then the second one is going to come along with a point multiplier valuation. Now, there are 2 statement credits out there that are offered by American Express, and they do come in $120 per year, split into $10 per month statement credits. The first one is going to be in the form of an Uber credit, and this is really just utilized by using your card in either the Uber app or on the Uber Eats app, and they will give you a $10 per month to be utilized in this way. Me personally, I don't really use the Uber app for traveling that much. I do use it on a regular basis for my Uber Eats. And in my case, I do have the American Express Platinum card as well as the Gold card. And by doing this, I will just get a $10 plus a $15 credit from Uber Eats. And effectively, I'll have $25 towards Uber Eats that I'll utilize on a monthly basis. Now, me personally, I do value this at the full $10 per month, and you will be getting $120 on an annual basis. So that's almost half that statement credit right there in Uber Eats. The one caveat that I do want to note with Uber Eats credits is that sometimes there will be an elevation in the price, and I want you to make sure that you're checking the app and comparing it to online orders, as well as if you're going in person, because otherwise you could end up spending more money and not really getting the full benefit of that $10. The other thing is if you are using this to deliver the food to you, then you're going to be paying a delivery fee and you're going to have to tip them. Whereas what I typically will do is I will order it in and I will pick it up at the store, and I will forego any of the delivery or the tips associated with that, and I will get the full $10 worth associated with the card. Now, the other statement credit is going to be that $120 annual credit, and also be coming along in $10 per month statement credits, and that one's going to come along with your partner restaurants. Now, it's not a huge extensive list, but it's a good amount, and if you do live near some of these places or do utilize some of these services, then I would highly recommend this, as this would now meet that $120, and that'll equal a $240 annual statement credit, which would effectively make your annual fee about $10. Now, these partner restaurants do include Grubhub, Cheesecake Factory, Goldbelly, Wine.com, Milk Bar, and select Shake Shacks. Now, for me, this is worth it because I do live relatively close to a Cheesecake Factory, and I can stop by anytime and get a quick slice of cheesecake, and that will cost me about $10, and I'm getting that free every month. The other way that I would utilize this would be to use it with Grubhub, and this would be very similar to how I would utilize the Uber Eats. I would just get $10 worth approximately of whatever restaurant is around me and utilize that through Grubhub. Another great option, like my partner has used and said in other videos, would be that he will use the Wine.com one, and you can, by utilizing this with Rakuten and other multipliers out there, you can get a pretty good deal out of that $10 credit that comes along with it. We're going to go ahead and jump over to the second part of this card, and that is going to be the membership rewards value point multipliers. There are a couple different categories, but I'm really going to focus on the top three. The top three is going to be a 4 times multiplier on restaurants and dining out with no cap associated with that. And so effectively you're getting a 4% cash back, 4 cents for every dollar that you spend, and not to mention if you're looking to transfer these points over to any of the other partners, and it can increase from there. Now, 4% is a great amount, but there are a lot of other cards out there that may be offering a little bit more than that 4%, and so it's not the best, but it's not the worst, and so for this $250 annual fee, 4% is a pretty good. The next one is going to be a 4x multiplier on all supermarket purchases up to $25,000 on an annual basis of spend. And this is a pretty good offer as well. Not the best, not the worst. There are a couple other ones that we have talked about before that you will receive a 5% back, but definitely does not go up to $25,000. So this is a great option. And then the last category that I want to talk about is going to be a 3x multiplier on all travel booked through the American Express travel website or booking directly with the particular flight websites like Delta or American Express or Southwest if you book straight with them. So in the end, is this card going to be worth it in your spending category and how to utilize your money on a monthly basis? In my opinion, I do believe that it is worth it because I receive $240 back in statement credits every month, as well as if I am dining out or I am going shopping, I will utilize this card and I will get that 4% cash back, and then I'm able to transfer this over to my transfer partners and get way more than that 4% back. So in my instance, I do think it is worth it. If you're somebody that is looking for just a single card out there that can cover a bunch of different bases, then this might not be the best one for you. But if you're looking to utilize this card in conjunction with another card of the American Express family, like the American Express Platinum card that can complement it with all the travel benefits associated with it, then this might be a better option for you. I am going to go ahead and put a link up here that's going to go into a little bit further in-depth comparison of the American Express Gold Card, Green Card, and the Platinum Card. And if you're interested in that, then I would recommend clicking there, and we'll see you next time.